Oh no! I'm all the way to the right. I didn't take sufficient time to prepare. It's okay. It's okay, we got this. Crisis averted. Oh god, I forgot to change the stream information. It's a disaster! It's a disaster while we're doing it live. There, that'll be good enough for now. And why won't it show my Krita? That is weird. Definitely should have prepared that firsthand. But here we are. Let me restart it. See if that fixes it. Good morning, everyone. I'm apparently as tired as everybody else. Oh, it's a learning experience. Let's go. Ah, there we go. Wait, no. Come back. Where did you go? Krita. Okay, we got it. Crisis averted. We're so back. Alright, now I've got to load that one circle I did. Where did it go? Over here. I am so attached to this circle. Wow, it is a big circle. You know what? Let's make it a bit bigger. Otherwise, a bit smaller. Sorry. Excuse me. Otherwise, we won't have any space for the rest of the heads. So, today, after this disaster of an opening, we're going to try and do some head angles. You know what? I'm just gonna make a new circle. I'm just gonna make a new circle. We're going with it. Or, you know, I could just make my canvas bigger. That might also work. Aha! Now we have all the space we ever need. Circle time. Okay, this one will do. This one will do. It's a bit of a bean. But we love it. We love beans here. Okay. Okay, so I haven't done head-on faces, straightforward faces for a little while. I've done a lot of 3/4 angle, I think it's called. 3/4 angled faces. That's what I've been doing. So, to help a bit, we can use some references. Nice references. There, I'll put that to the side and flip. There we go. Lovely. And now and start drawing the jaw. So it's going to be very almost vertical at first. Then, oh, I should make the center line. Something like that. Something like that will do. A little further up and with more of an angle, so we have a nice pointy chin. How about something like that? I could use the mirror tool, but that would be cheating. I'll surely use it when I try to make more complete models, but this is just practice, so it's okay. Everything is okay. And now got a line for the eyes, which I will make on a new layer. Trying not to make the same mistake twice in a row, or rather 6 times in a row as it would happen. And make it somewhere around here, with one eye in between the two. The basic shape in some morning voice. Now a nice thick eyelash. Nothing perfect, but it doesn't look too bad. Okay, I'll take that as a first eye. See where we get with the second one. Oh, you know what? If I'm going to do head angles, I'm going to want this line to be straight. The guidelines, that is. These aren't straight at all. Oh well. Let's try again. I should put those on their own layer, why not? That way it'll be easier to move them around if I need to. Something like that. That looks about right. Nice thick eyelash again. And bring it down. Like this. And I don't think they're perfectly mirrored, but you know what? It's okay. It's all okay. We don't need it to be perfect, we just need a general idea of the positioning of all the elements. It looks like the face is slightly aimed to the side, but let's deal with it for now and see where it goes. It might be okay. No need to panic. I think I might want a bit less chin over here. This just looks weird now. Okay, let's try to redo the jaw. We got this. Maybe it goes a little bit further down here. Just a little bit. And smooth it out. Nice and smooth. That doesn't look too bad. We can work with this for sure. Okay. Give our character a little bit of a smile. And eyebrows. This is a good start. Right, time for irises. And the same on the left. All right. This isn't too bad. Remove the guideline a little bit along with the eyes. Down here. And we can make a new guideline for our jaw. One for the circle. Nice. You might want to raise that smile a little bit. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere. You know what? That is a very acceptable face. Let's go! First face done. Of course it doesn't have ears. But that's a story for another day. It looks pretty nice. Okay, let's move on to a slight angle. This is where it gets harder. Much, much harder. Although, I have some practice with the 3/4 view. So it shouldn't be too bad, maybe, hopefully. The hard part is going to be to make the character look the same in all of those angles. That is going to be the real challenge. Ooh, I need more. I need another guideline. I need it at the tip of the chin. That is not the straight line I was expecting. There. We've got all our guidelines in one neat little package. So now, time for another circle. That's the hard part. Making a nice looking circle that fits within those two guidelines. This is close, but not quite. Aha. It's a bit beanie as well, but we can work with this. Oops. We can round it a little bit. Not my greatest work, but it'll do. It'll do. Is that outline bit? Just enough so we don't confuse which circle is the real one. Oops. That is the exact reason why I need to do this. There we go. Nice and smooth. And now, we can make some more guidelines. Right through the center here. Oh, right, it's not going to be in the center because it's a 3/4 view. So we're gonna move it just a little bit. This should be enough, I think. All right. So, with a line like this, the jaw, I have to start it. Why am I not drawing anything? Oh, it selected a weird little bit here. Ah, select tool, causing me so many headaches. Straighten the line here a bit. Let's see. I'm gonna need that to be a bit shorter. I don't know if that angle is good. Guess we'll find out. A nice little curve here. Maybe we can make it a bit more inward. Like this, I think. I think I like it. I'm not sure. And now I can start working on the eyes. Oh, I need to make the side of the face. Just gonna be around here, I think. That looks... The exact size of the side I'm not too sure about. We'll call that good for now. That might be a bit small. Just like this. I think that's good. Let's add some nice thickness. And we're gonna have to raise this a bit, because I started it way too low. Alright, the far eye. It's time for a real challenge. Thickness and not too sure it's correct. But guess I won't know unless I'm done with it. I'll raise it a little bit as well. Lower that. You know, it looks okay. Not the best. I'm going to have to practice my eye angles again. I have become a bit rusty. You know, I could have made those a bit bigger. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal. Character's nose is going to be out here. A nice smile once more. maybe a bit more angled. You know what? This thing needs to come down. Oops. This needs to come down a bit. This doesn't look right at all. Oh, well. I'm gonna try to make it a bit more forward facing. I have a bit more practice with that. And actually, for that, that's a bit better, I think. How do they do it here? Okay. So this one closer to the middle like I did, but maybe not quite as much. Gonna spend the rest of the stream on this eye. Maybe not. It's definitely more complex. Alright, well, that'll be our first attempt. We can do better next time. We can improve. Next is going to be halfway towards the side. I don't know what that angle is called. This is okay. I'm going to be trying this angle. And so the line, our guideline is going to be oops, I should put it in its own layer. That way I can move it around. This looks acceptable for this angle, actually. Let's leave it there. And start making the jaw. I don't know if this is correct or not. It doesn't seem to quite be. Let's bring it down a bit. Okay, I think I can work with this. Just smooth it out. This might be a bit too high of a point of connection, though. It won't make too much sense with the eyes, so I'll bring it down. Beep boop. Hi, Sam. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Have you been able to take advantage of an extra hour of sleep last night? That might be the case depending on where you live. I sure did. I took full advantage of it. And I'm still tired. Oh no. I do be in England. Do they do the time switching thing in England? I'm not sure. I know they do it in the US and Canada. Not too sure about Europe and England. The time went back a couple of days ago. Now it's dark all the time, dark in the morning, dark at night. England is so far up north, so I can see how that would happen. In the winters, you must have a lot less sunlight, and in the summers, it's the opposite. All the sunlight. All the sunlight you could want. I used to live way up north, in Canada actually. You would get 16 hours of daylight in the peak of summer, 16 hours of nighttime during the winter solstice, I think it's called. Feels very wintry now. I bet. Do you all have snow in the UK? I was sent pictures by my by some family members in Quebec, and apparently on Halloween a couple of days ago, snow just fell all of a sudden. The night before, you could see the ground, and when the morning came, you couldn't. Might not snow until January or even February. Well, at least you get a little bit of snow. That's something I miss. Let's make the side here. Sure, why not? We'll call this a side. Yes, I'm in the US now. I'm in the US now. It's a bit sad. I miss the snow. There are good things about being here, but I miss being able to throw snowballs at my family. But at least the winters here are temperate and comfortable. When the weather can go as far down as -40 in the winter, it's a bit harder to appreciate it. Time for some water. Are you an artist, Sam? -5 at most in the UK? That is surprising considering how far north it is. I would have expected it to be a bit colder. Blame the Gulf Stream, I suppose. Anything lower and we would all go poof. All go poof. Well, I think I understand what you mean. If I understand correctly, anytime we get snow here, which happens about once a year or so, and it doesn't stick to the ground, but anytime we get snow, people lose their minds down here. You should see the Walmart parking lot, and inside of it too. It looks like Black Friday. It's insane. People think the apocalypse is coming, and yet it happens every year. You do art. What kind of art style do you like doing the most? I'm trying to learn. I'm not very good yet. As you can see, these faces, well, this is supposed to be the same character, so see how well that's going. But I'm learning. Trying to do some face rotations for anime style. We're gonna get there someday. Slowly but surely. Drawing vehicles at the moment. Interesting. Cars, trains. What type of vehicle? Or all of them? That sounds amazing. That's something I haven't tried yet. I'm trying to do all of them. No discrimination for cars here. Cars, trucks, planes, airplanes. That sounds awesome. A lot of boxes, I would imagine, in the basic shape of those objects. I tried to draw a box, but I'm not done. I've put it on pause while I try to do a lot of faces. That's what I like about it. That makes it very straightforward. Oh, Donguri Sano, thanks for the follow. Very appreciated. Characters are difficult to draw. It's a lot of shapes coming together. A lot of them. And the 3D the 3D volume of a head is a bit hard for me to grasp at the moment. But that's why we practice. I bet color must be really fun to do on vehicles, because you can really go crazy. You can go crazy with decals and paint colors. Must be fun. Something I could try at some point. But I really want to learn how to do Life 2D style of drawing. So faces it is for now. You know, I've been bamboozled by this circle. That is not the side of the face. I can bring this a little farther. Just a little. There. Yeah, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, but you know what? It's practice. A lot of squishy shapes. If humans had cubes for a head, it'd be nice and simple. You know, a lot of people use the box method, is what they call it. They essentially make... And I'm not very good at this because I didn't finish Drawbox. But they'll make a 3D box. Like something that would probably look better than this. And there, a straight line here. Straightish. And they put the face inside this. So this would be the root of the hair right at this point. And then the eyes would be on this line right here. And the ear would be somewhere around this area. And then this is the center line with the nose poking out here. And then you have the smile here and the eyes. Jaw. Some people do it that way. And it can work. It helps to visualize the head as a 3D shape, but I would need to practice that a lot more to get it right. There. We've got a nice little box man over here. We're gonna put him on his own layer to chill out in the corner. There. The coloring is fun, yeah, although I'm new to drawing vehicles too. I want to do full figures and stuff. I do. I want to... Well, first of all, I need to get good at drawing heads. Because that's the most important part. And then I'm going to learn some anatomy for the neck, shoulders, back, arms, torso, all of it. But one thing at a time. And right now I'm struggling with heads, as you can see, so I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm gonna keep practicing until we get it right. And we're gonna try to work smarter and not harder. I have a plan, that's good. I do. I have somewhere I want to go. What about you? Is there a specific artist that you, or art style that you really want to learn? Or a general plan for your art, or do you just mess around and have fun? Because that's important too. I could benefit from messing around a bit more. Raise it just a bit. Just a bit. This. Fill the iris. Just a bit. See, that already looks better. I have no idea. One day my brain goes, hey, I want to do this, and then I go off and do it. That sounds fun. So, you're probably getting a lot of enjoyment out of art then. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes, but then I feel guilty about not practicing hard enough. Make that just a bit bigger. Just a tad. There. This is looking so choppy. I think I liked it better before, actually. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure. Oh well. We'll keep it that way and move forward. Yes, the program is Krita. It's nice, it works well, it's free. I used to draw with GIMP. I hated my life. GIMP is not made for drawing. GIMP is good at a lot of things, but drawing is not one of them. But yeah, it's Krita. It's not the best program out there, but it works. A friend of mine recommended I get Clip Art Studio, I think it's called. But, you know, money is a factor. Money is the great barrier. I have a bit of a nose here. And a little smile. You know, I think this entire eye could move just a bit. I think that's a bit better. And happy eyelashes. So this is supposed to be the same character. We're doing it a little bit. Not quite, but this is what it takes to get better, right? Were you doing any other kind of drawing before this? Actually, this is... I only started drawing about 2 months ago, I'm tempted to say. The model that you see on screen, going la 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 la. I actually draw that, but that was the peak. That took so long, so many trials and errors, and now I'm trying to get my fundamentals a bit better because my fundamentals are very rough. Very, very rough. And so, I actually got some help from a friend who recommended I do some face rotations and try to guide me as to how to do them properly. And here I am, trying my best. So this is the extent of my drawing abilities at the moment. How about you? Any other type of drawing you've done? Oof. Okay. How about we do one more? Circle time. That's the real challenge of drawing. You know what? I'll take this. I'll adjust it a bit. But I think this is good enough. We'll roll with it. And guideline. All the way over here. Actually, a bit farther. All the way here. Let's try it like that. Tried to draw people for a little while, made some progress, but I prefer blocky stuff. Well, it's good that you gave it a try. That allowed you to find out what you prefer to draw. Do you do landscapes as well? I haven't tried those. Not yet. Soon. Soon, TM. Okay, this angle is going to be a bit weird because the jaw doesn't reach all the way back anymore. I have never drawn at this angle, so this is going to be a first. Do you also do buildings? Buildings are very blocky. Very, very blocky. And perspective is very important too. I've seen how to do it, but I haven't tried it yet. A lot of random stuff, but I haven't tried backgrounds properly. Well, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I'm glad you're having a lot of fun with vehicles. Bring this down. Like this, I think. Oh, I made this circle way too big. All right, let's fix it. Oh no. I put it on the guidelines too. Well, so much for that. Whoops. Go back, go back. It's a disaster! Even though it takes a lot of effort, so right now I'm doing some more sketchy stuff. Well, that's good. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so I need to hit this line, not the one underneath. I think I can work with this. This part of the circle is less important, so. We can roll with it. Oops. And that should be good. Circles are so hard. Circles are harder to do than they seem. I did a stream not so long ago, just circles. Pages and pages of circles. And yet, It's still a challenge. I don't think it'll stop being a challenge anytime soon. Not so easy. Same with cubes and boxes in general. It's easy to think from an outside perspective that it's just a circle, or it's just a box, or it's just a square, but no, there's actual technique that goes in it. Even just making a line, I had to relearn how to make a proper line, because yeah, my lines are not perfect, but let me tell you, they were way worse. They were not very confident, but Drawbox was very helpful for that. Have you ever done Drawbox? I might be speaking gibberish to you right now. I haven't. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. Well, I recommend it. I recommend it. If you want to do it, of course, because obviously it is a course. It is a course. It's not for everyone, but I recommend it. It really helped me a lot. It's a lot of fundamentals. Drawing with confidence, learning good drawing habits, and then just drawing a metric buttload of boxes until your eyes bleed. That's the program. I think this might be in the ballpark of what I want. Not exactly. I think it might be too thin somehow. But you know what? We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it and see where it goes. And then once I'm done, I can get some feedback from people who know more about art than I do. And hopefully improve from there, and find some good references too. I haven't found a whole lot of references. I found this one, but I haven't found as many references as I'd hope for anime style head turnarounds. I'm gonna have to keep looking. Maybe I'm gonna have to do realistic head turnarounds for a while and then stylize them. That might be the plan. One thing that might help is drawing the line in for the eyes. What do you mean by that? I have the line for the eyes. It's supposed to be this one. That goes all the way around here. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing it properly at this point. That's the big question. But it might be more helpful if I draw it for the eyelashes rather than the pupils. I'm not entirely sure. I was thinking of it differently. Yeah, see, I'm trying to essentially... Well, they didn't do it the same way here. They have a line for the top of the eye and a line for the bottom. You know, I could try that. That might be a bit more productive. But essentially, it's supposed to be... It's supposed to be a line... It's like this. That the pupil can sit on, so that I can be sure that as I draw my faces to the side, I don't draw them looking up or down, but just straight to the side. A nice rotation, you know? And I don't think I'm achieving quite that. But it's a first try. It's a first try. We all have to start somewhere. And I can make an eye here. Actually, I think it would be useful to make a line for the bottom and one for the top. I think I'll do that next time. That would help me make eyes that look a bit more similar. A bit less all over the place. Some people will draw a circle around the head at eye level. Helps with the tilt or something, I'm not sure, I don't draw people. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I'd like to look into it. A circle around the head at eye level. Oh, I think I know what you mean. So, say we have a circle. You mean this line? Slightly bend downwards for the curve of our sphere. Something like this. I think that might be it. I do that usually, or you know, I'll sometimes put it up like this. But I'll sometimes do that when I'm just drawing a face on its own. But for doing the head turnarounds, I wanted to try more of a straight line to make sure it's uniform. I don't know if it's the right way to go. It seems to be the way they did it here, and it seems to be the way they do it in other head turnarounds. So I'm not sure. All the way around. So... kind of like an ellipse that goes around. I see what you mean. It does help to visualize it a little bit. I'll have to ask my my art teacher about it. Ask some more techniques, because I do feel a bit lost at the moment. Like I'm walking in the dark. The night is dark and full of questions about drawing. Just a thought. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it greatly. But I am going to have to ask my art teacher, I think, because for doing head turnarounds, I think it might be a bit different. Maybe not. We'll see, we'll see. It would help if all my circles looked uniform. Drawing eyes at this angle, I haven't done it before. Lots of new experiences. This looks okay-ish, I think. Passable. And nice little irises. A started B. Indeed. This is the beginning of my drawing journey. This is the very start of it, and in a year or two I'll be able to look back at all those old drawings and be very, very embarrassed. Or maybe less so embarrassed, but amused at how much trouble I had drawing the simplest of shapes and faces. It'll be fun. It's an adventure. It's an adventure and it's just beginning. I didn't like drawing ears, found those difficult. Yeah, those are hard. I haven't done a whole lot of that yet. I know that it's supposed to be top of the ear with the top of the eye, and then bottom of the ear with the bottom of the nose. Something along those lines. So I know how tall it's supposed to be, but that's about it. The rest is a mystery. It's a very thin ear. Something like that. It doesn't look right though. Not at all. So I'm gonna have to actually learn how to do it and see some references online. That's gonna be an adventure too. Yeah, these faces look very flat, don't they? You don't look quite right, but we're making progress. It's the basis from which we will build our drawing empire. But I can see some of the mistakes I did already. I think I need a little bit more cheek over here, first of all, to make it look less flat. And the eye here is going to start disappearing behind the ridge of the nose. And being squished against the side of the face here as well. Here, I think I have a bit too much jaw on this side, first of all. And also, I didn't make the eyes the same way every time. I'm really going to need those additional guidelines. And, what else? It's a lot to do with the jaw. And here the whole face could be a bit wider, but I think it's because my circle was a bit weird to start. So, and the eye might not be as squished in that direction. But you know what? I'll get some feedback on those, and we'll try again. We'll try again. It's a good start. I appreciate it. I think it's a good start too. I'll have to go soon. Very, very soon. As I do work for the rest of the day. Oh no. I also work tomorrow, but I'll be back tomorrow morning, and then I can do some more streams, probably on Wednesday and Thursday. Longer ones too. But thank you for joining me for this this short morning stream. Have fun working. Oh no. I'll try my best, but it's an uphill challenge. Especially since I had a bit of a vacation, so when I come back it's going to be a disaster. An absolute disaster. It's gonna be a plot twist. But, you know, well, we got this. I hope you have a good day too. And I'll hope to see you soon. Take care.